pretty sure that if it was not Fibery, we need to hire 2 or 3 more people. We need a system for exhibition and flexible, and you can adapt and change what you want.
And can you run me through the moment that you realized things were too broken? What was the breaking point, the moment you realized something had to change?
It was 3 years ago when I opened my email address and I discovered that we received 200 invoice. And from this moment, I said, okay, it's not possible anymore to manage that. The goal was to find an ERP system who works for our company, because our company is not really structured. So you can have a lot of people who can order and submit invoice. So the idea was to try to put that in one system. So we tried with a lot of different systems, Winbooks, tried to use the accounting system to manage the submission of invoice, but anything was really flexible for us. Except Fibery. The thing that is good with Fibery, it was that you can make that like you want. That was the best things for us, because we need a system for exhibition hub, not a system that you can use everywhere, and flexible, and you can adapt and change what you want during all the process. And we change a lot of types.
Yes, I know. Cool. Can you just, if you remember like anything specific from the other tools that just wasn't working like you wanted it to, that we actually got to work in Fibery?
The most difficult with other program was more to submission. The submission of invoice or code was really difficult and was mainly for finance people, never for just a worker who make an order and want to submit administrative document or invoice. And the communication was not really easy because you need to communicate through the accounting system. So it's never connected to an email. So that makes things really difficult for us. When we set up the account of Fibery, we had this possibility to communicate even through Fibery, but through email sent directly from Fibery. So that was more easier for us too.
Using the automations.
Yes.
Nice. And what, if you can quantify, what was it costing you? Was it time, money, stress, opportunities?
A lot of times, a lot of waste times. Now they have a communication. They can follow all the states more easier. It was a lot for that. The waste time, it was the communication between finance team and the rest of the company. I'm pretty sure that if it was not Fibery, we need to hire 2 or 3 more people. I was over our work. Now it's really better. And I have a lot more times to make something else.
You had 4 people who were doing invoice management, and now you only have 1 person who's managing. And
yes,
if not for Fibery, you would have to hire another 3 on top of the 4?
If it was without Fibery, yes.
Okay. It's a good thing we solved it then.
Yes.
So without getting too technical, what's the flagship thing of how things currently work, where you're like, finally this can work in this way, or the workflow that you're most proud of in the new system?
The most that I am proud, and maybe you too, is the way that they submit the invoice. It's really easy for them. It's really easy to train people to submit an invoice on Fibery. It was really difficult to make a training with other system, for example. With Fibery, you set up the account like you want. It's really easy for the submitter to submit document or a request of payment. And I'm completely happy because now we are using that in Europe. We start to use it in USA, and the next step is use it in Canada. And after that, I think we will be okay to use it everywhere in the world.
And then it's all in one place.
Yes, and now everything is in one place. You can extract a report, you can extract data that you need in live, and it's not something that you need to wait 1 month or 2 weeks time to put that into accounting system. You can follow already your cash flow, and you can play with the data like you want. That is really useful.
Nice. So the process we went through, we started with something more simple and then we slowly added more features. I'm wondering, how would you describe the process of working with us to implement Fibery for your company?
The communication was good with you. You follow the instruction. You give some advice too. That was really helpful. Even if it's finance and I need to give you the way that you need to do this to set up the account, but your advice and your input was really helpful. I think you understand finance really good because on each step you help us to improve the account that we set up. And that was really good for us.
I don't understand finance at all, but
okay, but you seems.
I understand databases. At the end of the day, it's all very similar. Is there anything else you'd like to share around the process, around the work?
The process, the workflow that we create and when we set up the account was first, the goal was, communication. And most important, it's don't add more job to the submitters. Because the work of the submitters is not to submit invoice on Fibery, it's more to make what he need to do. So set up an exhibition, manage the exhibition, and make the production of the exhibitions. All the things after comes a little automatically. We have the list of payments that we need to do. We create different states depending of what we do with the invoice if we need more information, and that was really helpful. Everything is sent automatically to the external accountant through an address email, and that is really helpful with Fibery because he can't connect to Gmail, to other program who help for the management.
Yeah. And I think the nice thing that is added as well is that you can see all the emails that were sent to the accountant per invoice. So if something wasn't sent or you don't know if it was sent yet, so you can also there's the log of that. So for my last question, I'm wondering if you see someone over their shoulder, you see someone working with Excels and through emailing and you see their 200 emails a day, what would you tell them?
I will tell him to first check a real ERP system because it's not, he will kill himself if he's still like that. But after need to check if he wants something flexible and adapt to him, or he wants something already created but doesn't really looks like and not really connected to his company. So that is really important for me, that you have something that you can, if I have this problem first, I can change it. I can adapt the ERP system to my company. And if I have a problem with lag or something, I can contact someone directly. That was really helpful too. So when I have a problem, I contact you directly. You are open. So that was really helpful because set up the account was not easy. Even if you explained that like it was easy, but not. If you want something flexible that you can adapt to your company and change when you want, Fibery and the developer that I had was the best.
Fantastic. All right. Well, thank you so much, Omar. Thank you for the time and look forward to keep working with you.